Yeah. Yeah. All right. Make sure we right. Hey, man, let's rock out, bro. Let's rock out. All right, fucking let's get it. Yes, sir. What's poppin' with y'all, man? Welcome back to another motherfucking episode of the Thin Line Between Genius and Insanity podcast. I am the flyest, highest, coolest, smoothest host of them all. OG Hatch, man. You know what the fuck it is, man. What's up with the people? All around the world. So, my friends, man, how the fuck is y'all doing? Hopefully out there looking good, feeling good, staying safe. It's a whole lot of shit going on in these churches, man. I tell you shit each and every motherfucking week. I want to say shout out to everybody around the world that's tapped in and joining the conversation, man. I truly appreciate all the love and motherfucking support, man. This is episode 89. We're on the grind of 100. This shit won't stop for a motherfucking soul. I'm not gonna lie to you, though. I damn near didn't come in this motherfucker. I got caught up watching that goddamn Brooklyn Nets versus motherfucking Boston Celtics game, and I was hype as a motherfucker. I love to see KD fail. I fucking love it. Real motherfucking talk. I do know this is a late stream, bro. We usually do the fucking live show at 6 p.m. on West Coast time, but like I said, I was caught up watching that motherfucking game, bro. I had to watch game 2 of the Boston Celtics versus Brooklyn Nets game. So we in this motherfucker. We start a little late stream at 7:30 West Coast time, a little bit later for my people on the Lulu, way later for my people on the East Coast time. But we in this motherfucker, man. The show must go on the grind on 100, man. The shit don't motherfucking stop. Let's check in the motherfucking comments we got in this motherfucker. Boston motherfucking nation. Hey, I'm riding with the motherfucking Celts, man. It's my nigga Zach. What's good, Zach? What the fuck it do, bro? What the fuck it do? I want to say thank you for tapping in, joining the motherfucking conversation, man. You motherfucking Celtics really held it down. You know I'm a Laker head, so you know so I really don't fuck with the Celtics like that. But when you're going against Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, I'm with you. You know I gotta hang on to them St. Louis ties with Jason Tatum, bro. That's my only excuse for riding with motherfucking Boston tonight, man. Real motherfucking talk. But there's a whole lot shown the motherfucking docket, man. That game was lit as a motherfucker. Dinner took me out my motherfucking rocker. I knew your ass was watching the game. You know I am, bro. If it's one thing Hatch gonna do, Hatch gonna watch the biggest playoff games of the motherfucking year. I gotta do that, bro. I have been falling asleep. You know, so I'm gonna get into a little bit later down in the podcast about the NBA playoff recap so far. I have been falling asleep on all these motherfucking games. A nigga just been tired working out and all that good shit. Nigga just been exhausted doing that shit. But I have been watching the Boston Celtics for Brooklyn Nets, bro. I feel like that's the biggest series we're gonna get at this point in time. So I have to watch that motherfucking game, man. We're a motherfucking talk. But it's a whole lot of shit on the motherfucking document. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a whole lot of shit we gotta talk about in this episode, man. We gotta talk about fucking Jailbirds versus Goofballs. It's gonna double back to a topic I talked about a few weeks ago about how niggas on the pivot was calling Russell Wilson corny. Now you got Sue Surf calling them niggas corny. He's saying all niggas do podcasts is corny. I gotta get some shit off my chest, B. And also, the NFL may have another Aaron Hernandez with Kelvin Joseph, cornerback that was drafted by Dallas Cowboys. But I gotta touch on that a little bit later in the podcast. We gotta talk about the catching the common cold during sex trick. Now I know a lot of y'all may not be hip to that, but it is a trick you can get through some smelly pussy. I'm gonna get into that. Also, we gotta take a stand, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Faking orgasm isn't just a women thing. I gotta let motherfuckers know that women, y'all, all pussy ain't good pussy. So I gotta get into that. Having no haters as well. Something ain't right, bro. I'm doing a lot of shit, doing this podcast shit for damn near 2 years now, and I have not one single hater. We gotta get into that shit, bro. We really motherfucking do. Also, we gotta talk about keeping it real for the pussy. Do platonic relationships really even motherfucking exist? And also, I want to give my input on how I think men are more sensitive than women. I've been watching a show on Netflix called The Ultimatum, bro, and it's really been opening my eyes to a few things, bro. So I really want to get into that shit. Hold on, let me see this comment. Let me see this motherfucking comment. Oh, Shikaza. He says, nah, I faked the nut. Hold on, I gotta get this shit up on the screen. He says, nah, I faked the nut. Exactly, bro. I think a lot of women don't understand that niggas don't really be busting every time we fuck. You know, sometimes we try and get that shit over with and get back to 2K. This motherfucking game coming on. We trying to, you know what I'm saying, make you feel good about your motherfucking self. But we gonna get into that a little bit later in the motherfucking podcast, man. Whole lot showing the motherfucking docket, but I do want to get this shit started before I just be rambling on and shit like that, man. So first thing on the motherfucking docket, man. You know, I want to talk about Jailbirds versus Goofballs and who's really the motherfucking clown. You know, a few weeks ago on this podcast, man, I came on here and I talked about how Channing from the Pivot, former NFL player, he was on the Pivot. He was talking about Russell Wilson. And he called Russell Wilson a goofball ass nigga. Basically, since Sierra was only with him for his money. Sound like a whole bunch of hating ass shit, but he said what the fuck he had to say. And I talked about on this podcast, of course. Now, and I was gonna leave it at that. But the Joe Budden Podcast had Sue Surf on there, and they brought this topic up. Now, everybody knows who Sue Surf is. You come from the battle rap culture and shit like that. Me being from St. Louis, of course, when I was younger, I had to tap in with the shit. You know, so you had Hitman Holla, you had A-Verb, you had Young Ill. You had to tap in with them niggas and support the city. And them niggas kind of like the best niggas out there, in my honest opinion. But you knew who Sue Surf was. He's like a pioneer in that shit. But Sue Surf went on the Joe Budden Podcast, and he was talking about how he can't stand other goofball niggas calling other niggas goofballs. And he was basically saying how niggas who sit around all day and make a podcast is goofballs because that's what the fuck they doing with their time. That's when I had to step in and get some shit off my motherfucking chest. Because if anybody know me, then you know Hash really don't respect niggas who went to jail. Like, for some reason, we really got to get this shit off our out our psyche that niggas who went to jail is real niggas. Niggas who went to jail can what the fuck is cool in the motherfucking culture. I never understood that shit, and I never motherfucking will. Because it comes down to who's really the clown, who's really the motherfucking goofball. When I look at niggas like Sue Surf, my nigga, use a known battle rapper who made a name for himself, who still was going in and out of jail. You're sitting up calling a nigga a goofball who's made millions of dollars playing in the NFL and who's now doing podcasts making hundreds of thousands of dollars. And of course, you can dissect it down to, yeah, nigga, you just a jailbird and shit like that. And I'm not going to do that because I know niggas who went to jail who, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say stand up niggas, but they not some fucking niggas I just throw to the side of the motherfucking road. So I'm not going to say all jailbird niggas is bullshit. I'm not going to say that. But what I am going to say is I never gave credit to a nigga who went to jail. Let me repeat that. I never gave a nigga credit for going to jail. You get no points for that, bro. You get no points for getting caught. You clearly was doing something you had no business doing. So when I see all these dudes who went to jail and be in and out of prison and they self-proclaim themselves as real niggas, as hood niggas, stand-up niggas, I gotta stand up and like, no, nigga, you're stupid. Any nigga who's in and out of jail is stupid. You're not cool. There's nothing cool about you. There's nothing real about you. You don't get to dictate what's cool in the culture. You don't. You disqualified yourself because you're in and out of motherfucking prison. You're clearly fucking retarded. You're clearly fucking retarded. And it just makes me always sit back because it's always a nigga who's been in and out of jail. The niggas who's really ain't accomplished shit in life who always try and tell niggas who's corny, who's a goofball, who's cool, who's a real nigga, who's the bad bitch. Baby, you can't say shit to me. Brother, you can't say shit to me. You were a slave. You were a modern day motherfucking slave. You don't get to tell me shit about shit. That's just how I honestly motherfucking feel. So when I see Sue Surf get on these platforms and he always trying to belittle niggas who's doing the right thing in life, it takes me back because I see how much love and admiration people have for Sue Surf. And I'm like, why? This is a nigga who wanted to make it out the hood, right? He was a known international figure for battle rapping. Well, not international, let's just say in the States. He's known for battle rapping. So he found his way to get out the hood and still was going in and out of prison. So the nigga that's doing that never is qualified to talk about a nigga who made it to the NFL to feed their family and play the game that they grew up loving for millions of dollars. You calling niggas a goofball because they made it to the NFL? That's some hating ass shit. There's no other way around that. And the main reason why I really want to bring this up on the podcast is because I came across a report about Kelvin Joseph. Now, everybody know I'm not the biggest NFL nigga. I don't know the second round, third round picks. I don't know them niggas. I know the stars. I know niggas in the fucking commercials. I know the Zekes, the Aaron Rodgers, you know what I'm saying, Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes. I know them star level niggas. I don't know these second round niggas. But I came across a report the same day I heard about this Sue Surf shit, and it was about Kelvin Joseph, who is a second-round draft pick by Dallas Cowboys. And I have it up on the screen right now. It's Kelvin Joseph, the next Aaron Hernandez. And I definitely hate to say that. I definitely hate to put that type of pressure on a nigga. But hold on, he said, I feel you. He got a boyfriend in there. Real shit. Nigga, if a nigga going in and out of jail, that nigga got ties in that motherfucker. He was comfortable in that motherfucker around a whole bunch of sweaty ass niggas who wash their ass once a week. That's how I honestly feel. Any nigga who had a golden opportunity to make it out the hood and still was going back and forth to prison, my nigga, your boyfriend's in there. Nigga, your significant other's in there. Lonely, missing you. He's missing the fuck out of you. That's why you keep going back to prison. I did a night in jail, my nigga, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to move on. I did a night in jail, really only like 8 hours. Ain't even do the whole 24. I did a night in jail, and I would never, ever, ever go back. I was in that motherfucker looking around like, man, y'all got me fucked up. I'm looking at that motherfucker, y'all got me fucked up. Ain't shit cool about jail. Ain't nothing in motherfucking jail that'll make me want to go back. There's nothing in jail that'll make a nigga like me want to go back. I did 8 hours on like, bro, I'm making necessary changes. I'm making the necessary changes to never go back to this motherfucker. Real motherfucking talk. Real motherfucking talk. So when I see niggas who go back and forth to jail, it's either nigga you flat out retarded or nigga your family's in that motherfucker. Your loved ones in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Real motherfucking talk. Where does it say? Nigga. Something about your wishes online. Oh, you're wildin', buddy. What is this? But real motherfucking talk. And it's just, I want to say this because I came across this article about Kelvin Joseph. You know what I mean? Kelvin motherfucking Joseph, and he's a second-round cornerback. And I thought about Sue Surf when I read this report because Kelvin Joseph may be the next Aaron Hernandez. Definitely don't want to wish no bad luck on a nigga, but the situation he's in right now is kind of fucking crazy. Now, if you don't know who Kelvin Joseph is, like I said, second-round draft pick by the Dallas Cowboys. He's a cornerback, I believe. And the story goes like this. I'm not going to give y'all a whole month of me spill on the shit. The story goes like this. Him and his boys was out at the motherfucking club. Got into it with some niggas. Of course, a fight ensued. A fucking fight ensued. Kelvin Joseph and his family, his crew, they lost. They motherfucking lost. So we all know when you get a group of niggas who lost in front of a large group of people, somebody wants to motherfucking retaliate. So, of course, as any nigga who been to the hood and any parties in the hood and who's seen this story play out, you've seen this movie play out a million motherfucking times, you know what's going to happen. Pistol play. Kelvin Joseph, allegedly, him and his boys hop in the motherfucking car, double back, and get the busing that niggas. They getting to letting that motherfucking go. Mind you, this is a nigga in the NFL, a second-round draft pick for the Dallas fucking Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys. They let that motherfucker go off. Usually in these situations, I say 6 times out of 10, nobody gets hit. Not in this case. A nigga got hit and was fatally shot, and that nigga died. Now, as of right now, they got Kelvin Joseph as a person of interest. No charges have been filed to my knowledge. You know, so I looked at this article a few motherfucking days ago. But they got a whole bunch of surveillance footage of these niggas. Like, they got these niggas on 16 different camera angles type shit. The nigga on mama gonna testify against a nigga type shit. Like, it's clear as day these niggas were involved. They got this nigga identified by this big-ass chain he got on. He shining. He blinded on these motherfuckers. But the reason why I bring it up is because is these the niggas Sue Surf is talking about? Because the niggas he's saying that make it to the NFL is all corny and goofball ass niggas. That's not the case. Is Marshawn Lynch a corny goofball ass nigga? Was Randy Moss a corny goofball ass nigga? Was Ray Lewis a corny goofball ass nigga? Was Warren Sapp a corny goofball ass nigga? You know what I'm saying? Was Chris Johnson a corny? These is hood niggas that made it. The NFL is littered with a bunch of hood niggas who made it. But it's niggas like Sue Surf who want niggas to say, no, fuck the golden opportunity. Fuck the golden ticket. You know how Willie Walker had the golden fucking ticket? Sue Surf want niggas to say, fuck the golden ticket and throw their life away. So I bring this, I ask Sue Surf this. Is Kelvin Joseph a real ass nigga? And I want to say allegedly because he ain't no charges been pressed. I'm not trying to throw bad juju on niggas, but they got the nigga on camera. So my question to Sue Surf is Kelvin Joseph a real ass nigga? Or is Kelvin Joseph a fucking dumbass? Well, enlighten me, my nigga. Because if you made it to the NFL, why are you in drive-bys? If you made it to the NFL, why are you in drive-bys? Why are you fighting outside of clubs? Are you holding up the real nigga image? Is that what we doing? Come and say, nah, he's stupid. Real shit. That nigga stupid. I don't even know regular civilians who think being in drive-bys is cool. So I'm putting myself in the footsteps of a nigga that's on the same team as Zeke Elliott, Dak Prescott, and got Jerry Jones upstairs. Why are you in drive-bys? But leave it up to Sue motherfucking Surf. Leave it up to motherfucking Sue Surf. That's a real nigga. That's a stand-up nigga. No, that's a dumb nigga. That's a nigga who just threw away his fucking meal ticket. If this is true. I'm not like I said, if this is true. But they got you on camera, my boy. But it's like I always want to stand up for niggas who don't indulge in stupid shit. Because growing up, it was easy for me to identify how much credit and how much popularity niggas who did a lot of dumb shit was getting. A lot of niggas who did all the stupid ass dumb shit, they was getting looked at as cool. Now, a nigga like myself, anybody that know me personally when I was growing up, I never thought them niggas was cool. I literally stayed away from them niggas because I didn't want to get caught up. I never gave credit to a nigga that got caught, fam. You were clearly doing something you had no fucking business doing. You got caught. Real motherfucking talk, man. So I honestly just say we gotta change the narrative in our own society, man. And we gotta stop letting motherfuckers who hood rats and jailbirds and shit like that dictate the motherfucking culture, bro. I think we'll be a lot motherfucking better off. And hopefully, Kelvin Joseph, man, if you're an innocent man, clear your fucking name, bro, and start to move fucking different, fam. Move different. You in the NFL. Certain niggas you gotta let go. If you go into the club with niggas and he got a pistol in the car, you don't need to be with him. You're in the NF fucking L. Like, come on, my nigga. Stop the bullshit. Moving on, man. I want to talk about catching the common cold during sex trick. Now, I gotta give you a backstory of where this shit comes from. You know, I was talking to my nigga X the other day, and I was telling him about this motherfucking this bad bitch we knew growing up. She posted a picture, ass looking stupendous type. So I'm like, stupendous. But the word on the street, she's selling that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Word on the street. Nigga say, what the fuck I'm weak? Yeah, man, the catching the cold during sex, it's a trick, and it gets nigga through. And I'm explaining to you. Shorty ass is stupendous, fam. Stupendous as fuck. Word on the street, she's selling that thing, though. She got that motherfucker on the back streets for $40 a pop. And also the other word is her shit stink. So I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. That's actually disrespectful as fuck. If your ass is that fat and it stink, like you disrespectful. You dissing the fuck out of me right now. Like you gotta make sure that motherfucker clean for you even come around me, baby. But the story goes like she was fucking one of the homeboys. She hopped in one of the homeboys' cars and her shit was reeking. Now I told my man, I'm like, yo, my nigga, like, I get it, you know what I'm saying? We adults, we don't want to be fucking no stank pussy, no shit like that. But hey, did he do the catch a cold during sex trick? He said, what the fuck is that? I'm like, bro, all you gotta do is like your nose is running, bro, and don't breathe through your motherfucking nose. That's all the fuck you truly gotta motherfucking do. When I was younger, I've delved into some stank pussy. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're wilding, Johnny. You're really wilding. I delved into some stank pussy, but the trick was to act like I was Michael Phelps. You gotta hold your fucking breath for 50 strokes at least, B. I've dived into some stank pussy. Now I know we all adults and we done came across some baddies there. You know what I'm saying? It was you really want to knock that down. You didn't know she stunk before you poured her shit down and before you got up close and personal with her. But once you get up in there, you kinda in there type shit. You kinda in there. There's no ducking and dodging that shit. So all you truly gotta do is catch a common cold. All you truly gotta do, bro, is stop breathing through your nose and get on your Michael Phelps shit. That's truly all you gotta do. What the comments say. I'm not going, bitch. Bye. She knew it was fun. Look, some bitches know they shit funky. Some bitches know they shit funky as a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hold on, what it say? You gotta hold your breath and look away. Real shit, you gotta hold your breath and look the fuck away. Look, man, hey, look. To the comment that said she knew her shit was funky, I totally agree. I've always been on the mindset, you smell yourself before other motherfuckers smell you. You smell yourself before other motherfuckers smell all of them. No, real shit. But the thing is, you never know. Okay, the thing is, fuck them at this point. It's about you. I'm speaking for myself. I've did it. I've done it multiple times. All you gotta do is look up at the sky, pie in the sky type shit, and get on your Michael Phelps. At a certain point in time, once you focus on controlling your breathing, you don't even, you know what I mean? You ain't even thinking about the stank pussy at that point in time. I'm gonna take you, babe. This is probably like, this is probably like what, a year or two ago? Badass Puerto Rican chick. Badass Puerto Rican. What did it say? You like a little smell. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's only a certain amount of tart you can take. You know what I'm saying? If it's a little whiff of some crazy shit, all right. But if I start smelling shit and all types of shit, all right, baby, you got pack it up, get the fuck up out of here. But if you smell it, just I'm an AZ. For everybody who don't know, I'm an AZ. If it smell, you know what I'm saying, you just was walking through and it's a little sweaty, I'm gonna let you rock out, baby. I ain't gonna fake it. I know how this shit going. AZ, it get hot as a motherfucker. If you got on all black and AZ, all it takes is 20 minutes. All it takes is 20 motherfucking minutes in AZ if you got on all black for you to get a little smelly. I ain't gonna fake it. I ain't gonna fake it. But about a year or two ago, you know what I'm saying, it was this badass Puerto Rican chick. I ain't gonna fake it. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. First, laid eyes on her, I was like, got to. She came up on me, got her young, we exchanged numbers, blah, 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 blah. Time go by, we talking and shit. She want to pull up on the kid. You think I'm going to say no? You think I'm going to say, nah, I'm cool, baby. That's not going to happen. Shorty come through. Out the gates, I knew something was wrong. I ain't going to fake it. Out the gates, I kind of knew something was wrong. I've moved up to a certain level in life to where I only kind of mess with women who, you know what I'm saying, on a certain level. I didn't know she was below this level until she pulled the fuck up. At this point in time, all I was thinking about was ass and titties. She pulls up and she got on some fucking fishnet shit. She got on some little fishnet pants and like some hook, some little red light district hooker shit. Took me back, but like I said, I'm thinking ass and titties. She comes in the motherfucking crib, blah, blah, blah. You know, time goes by. We end up going to the bedroom. Panties come down. I'm in position. You know what I'm saying? You touched at the home. She was home. She was home. Now that I'm looking back, she was definitely home. Any woman that's just walking around in broad daylight with the fishnet joints on and some fucking some jean short, yeah, she's selling that thing. I should have fucking known. I really should have fucking known. But at that moment in time, hey, a nigga I was on the fix. I needed it. I needed it. But as I'm in position, you know what I'm saying, getting ready to do my thing, I did with it. You know what I'm saying? I did with it. And I was like, whoa, it's been a few years since I smelled some tangy pussy. It had been a few years since I actually smelled some tangy pussy. But like I said, shorty was bad, Puerto Rican, hair down to the floor, ass like damn, titties like double D's. I needed it. I needed it. And it was at that moment in time, I said, you know, what can I do? I had just got through watching motherfucking YouTube clips. This is right around the motherfucking the Winter Olympics. I had just got through seeing Michael Phelps destroy the competition. I was like, what the fuck? I'm just holding my breath. I'm going to catch a common cold on this bitch. Stop breathing through my nose, and I went to work. I went to work. I went to Pound Town. And I tell all my homeboys, like, yo, my nigga, don't never let a little tangy pussy stop you from being great. Don't never let a little tangy pussy stop you from being great. Protect yourself. Definitely protect yourself. But never let a little tangy pussy stop you from being fucking great. So when I told my homeboy and he said this big stupendous booty bitch got in his car and he wanted to turn down because he said he smelled a little something. I said, nigga, you pussy. Nigga, you pussy. What the fuck are you talking about? You stopped it. You didn't want to do it anymore. You got moral standards like that? Like, huh? Come on, B. Come on, B. Never stop. Never block your own blessings. I'm telling you. Looking back on it, if I really would have put two and two together, like Shorty was home and she was selling that pussy, I probably wouldn't have did it. But at that moment in time, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. She was a stand-up civilian to me at that point in time. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to motherfucking lie. Moving on. Hey, y'all hella funny in these comments. I ain't going to lie to you. Moving on. I want to talk about this, man. I came across this clip of DJ Envy from the Breakfast Club. DJ Envy from the Breakfast Club, and hold on, let me see what this comment say real fast. DJ Envy from the she was my ass off. We all been there. Like we all ain't like exactly. Thank you because I know this motherfucker's gonna be watching this motherfucker acting like they ain't never been in no situation where they fucked with a chick who was selling that thing. Now I ain't pay for the shit. I ain't getting no bitch no cash app or nothing, but I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed myself. Never hit her again because it just didn't work out, but I enjoyed my motherfucking self. I came across this clip of DJ Envy and his wife, and they were discussing their relationship. And basically, long story short, his wife basically said she was faking an orgasm for the first 10 years of their marriage. And the first thing I immediately thought about was, how do niggas be sitting there with a woman and letting a woman just embarrass the fuck out of them? Now, I know, you know what I'm saying, it's probably something they done talked about multiple motherfucking times. He's probably numb to the shit. But I never truly understand how a woman can say she loves a man and then get on camera and say certain things about him, knowing the backlash that nigga's going to get. And I never understand how a man can just sit there and let his, character be assassinated. No matter how true it is or not, I believe certain shit should be indoors, in-house type shit. But the thing that really took me back is because I've been seeing this a lot lately. I've really been seeing this a lot lately about how women are just, coming out saying they be faking orgasms and shit like that. And the comment says, have you faked the ejaculation? Yes. Yes, I have. Multiple fucking times. I can honestly say my right hand to God, I have never always nutted when I had sex. I've had some bad pussy in my life. And you never truly motherfucking know. You never truly motherfucking know that you getting into some bad pussy until you actually in that pussy. Like, I know it sounds wild to some women to hear that men don't always ejaculate when we're having sex. Sometimes you just want to get the fuck up out of it. Sometimes you just like, oh, yeah, and get up and go to the bathroom right fast and think, why the fuck am I here? I've had many times in my life, fam. I don't know if I say, where's the evidence? The evidence is inside me. It didn't come out. The evidence was still inside me. I went and played basketball afterwards. Like the evidence is right fucking there. Like, no. Like, no. Everybody doesn't easy act like we're coming. But I'm saying the thing is, all pussy ain't good. It just ain't. And I'm pretty sure for all my ladies, this audience, I have a 30%, women who watch this podcast. And I'm pretty sure women can say, I need proof before you leave who y'all sleeping with. You need proof. You know how you can easily find the proof? Real shit. And I may give away my secrets a little bit. But if we smashing and I'm like, oh, and I just do some wild extra, oh, and then I go straight to the motherfucking bathroom, I didn't nut. I'm keeping it real. If I nut, I'm gonna kick back for a second. I'm gonna lay back on my back first. Like, damn. But if I hop straight the fuck up and go to the bathroom, yes, I went to the bathroom and looked in the mirror and said, yo, my nigga, you're wilding right now. Get the fuck out of here. Abort fucking mission. That's truly what the fuck is going on. There's no nigga who really just went hard and got his shit off and hopped straight the fuck up. That never fucking happens. That never fucking happens. Now I'm speaking myself because I don't want to say pause to every motherfucking thing. But if I'm fucking you and I say, oh, I'm finna and then go to the fucking bathroom, you know what I'm saying? You hear water running? Yeah, I didn't do shit. like nothing happened, baby. I'm still good to fucking go. I'm finna go play ball. My knees ain't weak. My back ain't hurt. No, I ain't no Charlie horse. None of that shit. I'm about to boogie. I'm finna hit the highway on your ass. And like I said, you never truly know bad pussy until you actually get into the pussy. Like I have a condom on, so it's exactly. Oh my God, that's golden. When you got the condom on, you can always fake the nut. She won't know. She won't know. You just really fucked up. You really fucked up. Hold on, what they say? Your knees give out. Hold on, who is saying this? Okay, you have to relax. You really have to relax. But the truth is, these comments is wilding. These comments wilding. But the thing is, when you ain't got the condom on, you gotta be creative. You truly gotta be creative. No bullshit. The one time I didn't have a, condom on, and I fake nutted, I got nutted in my hand. Oh, I caught it. Where's the bathroom? Where's the bathroom? I gotta wash my hands. I ain't catching my own motherfucking nut, bitch. I didn't nut. I didn't do it. You didn't get the job done. Fucking, you feel like I was fucking an empty fucking cereal box or some shit. It was horrible. It was a horrible experience for me. It was a horrible motherfucking experience. But that's the motherfucking truth. So I think, fellas, but we have to up the motherfucking score. We have to start evening the motherfucking score, fam. We really motherfucking do. Because a lot of women just run around this motherfucking thinking they really putting it down. They really motherfucking not. I know women in my life I came across and we had sexual interactions who gave lazy pussy. Lazy pussy only really works if the nigga's really feeling you. If the nigga's not really feeling you, lazy pussy never works. It never fucking works. I'm gonna be honest. If a nigga's not truly feeling you, you gotta go in. You gotta move your hips. Ain't no just sitting in place, standing in place, because a nigga like myself, I got bitches who I know will have a fun. I will have a blast with. I know it. So everyone, you sitting there being lazy on old women shit, I'm thinking about the bitch. I'm thinking about the women who I know is gonna rock my motherfucking world. That's what the fuck I'm thinking about. So I'm not gonna nut on you. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna dip. I'm gonna be mad I wasted my gas coming over to this motherfucker. Sounds traumatizing. It is traumatizing. It truly is traumatizing when you find a woman you think you're gonna have a grand ass motherfucking time. And like I said, the pussy feel like an empty fucking cereal box, like an empty box of cornflakes. It's traumatizing. You're mentally depressed for at least 15 minutes. For at least 15 minutes, you're thinking about why, God. Why did I do this? What was a PTSD? Exactly, PTSD. You never want to go over there again. You never want to go over there again, my friend. But I think, man, we really have to start opening our mouth, because I realize men don't say a lot of things. And I know women can say men are disrespectful with other things, but it's a lot of things men don't say. And I never truly heard about men talking about fake nutting and fake orgasm. Of course, niggas don't want to talk about certain shit, but we have to start evening the motherfucking score and taking a stand for ourselves, because women are starting to become more and more comfortable with exposing niggas, quote unquote, and embarrassing them in front of everybody. Even if you did have sex with that man and you didn't, he didn't get the job done type shit, you ain't gotta out the nigga. Just don't fuck with that nigga again. Now, especially when you married to a man, you got family with this man. What is the point of you telling the world that you was faking the orgasm for 10 years? Baby, that's your fault. You stuck around for that weak ass dick. That's on you. You clearly enjoy everything that came with that weak ass dick. You stayed with him for that motherfucking long. You got kids with him. You got a family with him. You start businesses with him. It just comes to a certain point in time to where it's like, enough is enough. Like, we let Jada Pinkett build a whole fucking franchise off this shit. Now it's just, I'm starting to see other women just coming out dissing their fucking husbands. And as a man, it's like, that's some scary shit. Because you truly never know you going crazy until you going really fucking crazy. When she got tears coming out of her eyes type shit, you know you going fucking crazy. But every man has been in multiple situations to where you like, man, I don't even know, like, yeah, I could have went harder. You know what I'm saying? Like, KD had a bad game today. It happens to the best of us. KD having a horrible series against Boston right now. It happens to the best of us. We ain't no nigga in this world always win 100%. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't fuck all women the same. It depends on my level of attraction to you. It depends on our chemistry. It depends on how I'm feeling that day. Did I wake up on the right side of the bed? A lot of shit goes into it. Now, the lowest I may go on the scale is about an 8 out of 10. But everybody ain't getting this 10 out of 10 dick. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the fucking truth. That's just the motherfucking truth. That's the motherfucking truth. On my mama, it is. Oh, let me see these comments. Let me see the comments. KD, your arch rival. He motherfucking is. KD is my arch rival. I'm gonna get into that nigga a little bit later this motherfucking podcast, but is he all-time great? Do he perform on a consistent basis? Yeah. But do he have his off nights? Yeah. So in my world, hey, I can beat you back in every motherfucking day. We can be enjoying it. But am I gonna have a day to where I'm just not really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It happens to the motherfucking best of us. Any real nigga who really been out here doing this thing, he gonna be honest with you and let you know. It happens to the fucking best of us. But men, we have to take a fucking stand, start defending ourselves and let women know, baby, you really not doing like you're not doing what you think you doing type shit. We really gotta motherfucking take a stand for our motherfucking self, man. Real talk. Moving on. Moving on. You know, I got a little topic. I'm gonna breeze past this real fast, but I do want to talk about having no haters. You know, I've been on this podcast shit now for almost 2 years. In July, it'll be 2 years. You know, around the 100th episode. And it's kind of mixed emotions. I'm not going to lie to you. Because I can honestly say I don't have no haters. Something ain't right. I don't think I'm progressing the way I need to be progressing because don't nobody want me to fail. Everybody's saying they love what I'm doing. Everybody's tapping in, hard eyes, comments, laughing emojis. I need a nigga to say, nigga, you suck. I need a nigga to push me to that next level. It's too much love in the motherfucking air. You know, I've always grown up. You always heard the saying, you ain't popping, you ain't got no haters, you ain't no haters, you ain't popping. However the fuck that saying go. But hold on. You suck. Thank you. I needed it. I needed it. Please let me put this comment on the screen. I needed it. Boy, you ain't shit. All right, motherfucker. Y'all need to slow the fuck down. Y'all need to slow y'all motherfucking roll now, all right? But it's real shit because I always know that there's a lot of fake love out here. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you how I feel about, you know, Matty Johnson. He's always smile on your face, never really keep it real with you and shit like that. Don't point at us like that. But when you never hear people give you constructive criticism, it's hard to really believe in what's right. And it's hard to really gauge what's the right thing, what's the temperature in the room. Because, and it just doesn't have to be about this podcast. It can be about anything in life. Anything y'all really got going on in life that you're really passionate about, and you never truly get constructive criticism about, it leaves you in a weird state of mind about this shit. You can become really delusional. You can really become fed. You can really become fed up with your own shit. You know, so you can really be all up. You can really just think you're on your high horse. And I really don't want to be like that because I understand that. I understand that, you know what I'm saying, that I'm not the best at this shit. Am I working my way and being a dope-ass podcaster with the best in the world? I am. But it comes to a certain point in time when I'm doing things and I know I fucked up on shit and people don't actually give me constructive criticism about it, it makes you think like, okay, what the fuck am I really doing wrong? Because at a certain point in time, the hate is what really drives motherfuckers to the top. Anybody that you can think is the best ever is half think they great and half think they fucking whack as fuck. And I'm trying to reach a certain point, a certain level to where I can have that in my life because I don't know what's real and what's fake right now. I don't know if motherfuckers just fucking with me because they know who the fuck I am, or motherfuckers just coming across my shit and just thinking my shit pretty cool. I need motherfuckers to keep it real with the kid. If you don't like shit on this podcast, please let me know. If you think I need to update this or get new this, get new that, have more guests on or have new topics, let me know. This is my show, but this is our platform together. We building this shit together. I didn't get from 0 streams to almost 4,000 streams audio and almost 5,000 streams visually by myself. This is for y'all. So I need that constructive criticism, bro. It won't hurt my feelings. It won't make me feel any less of a dope nigga. It won't do none of that for me. So going forward, man, let's just keep it going. We don't like fake nothing. Well, look, baby. Put in A1 pussy, you're going to get A1 nut. From me to you. From me to motherfucking you. Fake nothing is crazy, but all pussy ain't good pussy, man. Real motherfucking talk. Moving on, because I didn't want to stay on that last type of that motherfucking long. I want to talk about keeping it real aligned for the poo nanny. You know, I had a guest on my podcast, Asia McQueen, and I seen her. She got her own podcast, which is really motherfucking dope. And she came on her and she said on her podcast how she wants people to keep it real with her. You know, so don't lie to her, make her feel good, lie to her, and all that good shit. And also, she on her podcast recently how she's, you know, niggas would be like, I just want to fuck. But she's like, do you really gotta say that? And I'm like, yeah, we kind of fucking do, because I've been both niggas. I've been the nigga that kept it real up front. Yo, I just want to smash type shit. And I've also been a nigga who didn't let my feelings, my true feelings known up front. I've been both niggas type shit. But the reason why I'm at a point in my life to where I think lying for the pussy, and I only want to use the word lying because I've never deliberately lied, but I understand when women say a nigga was lying to them and shit like that, because after a while, when you was feeling a certain way at first, you don't feel that way anymore. Women don't actually understand that concept that men go through. But the reason why I want to say keeping it real is the best way to go is because right now, and it's a weird thing going on right now. You got a lot of women coming out right now accusing men of being manipulative, controlling, and not being honest. But the key words I hang on is manipulative and controlling. When I hear a woman say, you know, men manipulate their way to some pussy because they were lying and shit like that, I had to stop a motherfucker. What is coming? I used to fib for it when I was young. Now I'm too damn grown to be playing. Now, real shit. You reach a certain level to where you're like, bro, I'm too grown for that shit. Like, baby, I'll let you know up front, we just fucking. This ain't no serious relationship. We not gonna get to that level. But we grown. We grown as fuck. We gonna fuck. That's what we do. And if you don't want to get down with that, you don't have to. But you have a dynamic going on right now where you had this chick came. She posted a video. I don't know her name. They call her the female Kevin Samuels. And she was saying, she listed like 4 different ways men manipulate their way into a woman's pants. And nothing she listed was true manipulation. She was listing shit like a dude, the stages of a dude liking you, and then a woman giving him a pussy because she know that man's like her. The second stage was a man not liking you anymore, not giving you attention, and you want to give that man some pussy to get that old feeling back. Then the other one was a man knowing you ain't going nowhere and doing what he want to do, and you still giving him that pussy. And I'm like, none of that's manipulative. Hey, there's certain words that women just throw out there because it sounds good and sensitive. It sounds like you're smart as fuck, but they don't know the true definition of these words. Like, baby, if I'm talking to you and we kicking it, and I'm really feeling you at first, and we fucking, that don't mean I'm always gonna be feeling you at a certain level. People change, things change. You may have said something, you may have done something that threw me the fuck off. That's happened multiple times in my life. So it always blows my mind, because when I was younger, I did lie about my feelings towards women. I did. I know I'm only 26 years old now, but when I was younger, in my teenage years, I did lie. Like, I did know, like, yeah, you ain't that fine, but all right, fuck it. I'm gonna let you think. I'm gonna make you fuck the most beautiful woman in the world, and I'm gonna get these draws. I did that. But I'm a grown ass motherfucking man. If I truly fuck with you, and I fuck with you. But if I don't fuck with you and you still give me some pussy, how am I manipulative? How am I manipulative? Because I'm letting you know you fine as fuck, and I truly think that, but we not gonna get together. That's not me manipulating you to no pussy. I told you what it was. I made you feel good. You knew what the fuck you was getting yourself into. when you was fucking with a nigga who didn't really want to fuck with you on a certain level. That's not me being manipulative. That's us being two fucking adults doing what the fuck we do. And I just think it is weird as fuck now when I see the things that people say. And for example, like a girl telling me something, all you want to do is fuck. Yes, that's all I want to do. That's all I want to do is have sex. That's all I want to do. I'm not in a moment in time in my life to where I want to be serious and committed. No, I'm sorry. It's not happening. I'm done lying. I'm done trying to make women feel good about themselves in certain situations. Like if I'm fucking you and this pussy trash, you love this pussy, don't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, mm-hmm, sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was good. It was okay. No, I'm done doing that shit. Because we've reached a level in time in society to where anything that a man does, it comes back on them in a negative light. It comes back on the negative. I know women in my life who told me I'm controlling and manipulative. I ain't never controlled a woman in my life. I don't believe in that shit. And the motherfucker reason was for it because I was using sex to be controlling. I'm not using sex to be controlling. Just because I like fucking don't mean I'm trying to control you. Just because I like fucking, you came to my house to fuck me. You know you was gonna fuck. So why are we acting like we not gonna fuck? We growing as fuck. I'm in my mid-20s. I'm letting this dick go. I'm letting this motherfucker rip. I'm letting it go, bitch. What are you talking about? You know you want my dick. We're both using each other for sex. Now, if we have those emotions to each other, where we're tied to each other emotionally and things of that nature, and things just happen to fall out, you know what I'm saying, down the line. I understand the pain. I understand the raw emotion. I understand the hatred at times. I've done that too. I've had that with women in my life who I truly fucked with at a super high level, and it just didn't work out. Did I understand their raw emotions towards me afterwards? Absolutely. I understood the hatred. I understood the misplaced anger towards me. I understood that. Over time, they get over that shit. But when you start accusing men of being manipulative and controlling just because you quote unquote regret giving a nigga some ass, you gotta stop that shit. Because certain narratives are hard to drop for people. I talk about that all the time on this podcast, bro. Certain jackets nigga can't take off. And when the rumors are going around about people being manipulative and crazy and controlling, that shit passes on to one partner to the next, to the next, to the next. And it becomes a fucking reputation, fam. And it just comes to a certain point to where certain things just don't need to be said and certain lies don't need to be motherfucking told. Real motherfucking talk. I do want to talk about this next topic. Do platonic relationships really exist? Honestly. You know, at certain point in times when I talk about this topic, man, at times I do feel immature. I do feel, you know what I'm saying, like an asshole. But I can only tell my truth, you know what I'm saying? I honestly don't believe platonic relationships really exist. I've never had a platonic relationship. Now, I'm not saying that every woman I come across, I expect sex or that's the goal or anything like that. But a nigga like myself, I'm to myself, bro. I'm in the cut at all times. I'm always on some solo dolo shit. So when I do bring women around, I engage in relationships with that woman. You know, so I never went out and looked for women friends. I don't even look for male friends. So I never truly believe in platonic relationships that develop, you know, some later in life. Hold on, let me see. Yes, they do exist. The comments say yes, they do exist. Well, talk to me in the comments. Let me know how they exist because I understand the relationship between some, you know, people that grew up with each other. You know, so we went to school with each other. I understand that. To me, I get that to a certain extent. But as an adult, how many platonic relationships are you truly developing in life? I honestly, as a grown ass man, I cannot tell you women I just came across at the bar, at the club, at the mall, at work, that relationship developed into a platonic relationship outside of those forums. Any woman I've ever met, exchanged numbers with, you know, get devoted time to, got to know, this dick was in and around their mouth at one point in time in life. And I'm just being honest. And I know that may sound a little harsh, but I'm just being as real as I can fucking be. I don't look for friends. So when people always come to me and talk about platonic relationships, I always take a step back, like, okay, how long did you know this person? Is this somebody you went to grade school with, or is this somebody you met at 30 years old? It doesn't really work like that, in my honest opinion. Let me see the comment. When you form a relationship through networking and building. But how platonic is that? Because I always, okay, I'm explaining to you. How I explain what you just said to me, when you says, for everybody listening to this podcast and not watching, it says, the comment says, when you form relationships through networking or building. But you're using that person for something, right? Like when I think of platonic relationships, I'm thinking nothing's attached. I'm thinking we're not fucking. I'm not giving you money for services. I'm not, so we're not networking and building. We're not coming together on projects. To me, you're friends with that person because you're using them for something, right? Like that's how I read that. I have one woman in my life right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have one woman in my life who people reading what you said will call that, a platonic relationship. It's one woman in my life. I've never even tried to, come on to her. I've never even tried to have sex with this woman. I got her number. We don't even text like that. And she's bad as fuck. I'm talking bad as fuck. Although I've never even tried to go to a certain level with this woman, she's bad as fuck. Probably the one of the baddest women I know, honestly. But I've never even tried to come at her like that because of the relationship that we have. The relationship that we have is a service that takes place. Although we're cool as fuck, I wouldn't deem that a platonic relationship because when I see her, money's being handed over. It's a service. There's a service being acted upon. You know what I'm saying? Now, have I ever thought about fucking? Of course. She's bad as fuck, dope as fuck. I've thought about putting my dick in her before, but I've never acted on it because of the relationship that we have. So when I see people say a platonic relationship is with people that they networking with, people that they fucking, they're building a company with, people that they met at work and they had this side project with each other. How platonic is that? Because you're using that person for something. When I think of platonic, when I think of actual friendships, I think of a relationship between people that there's nothing being expected out of each other. There's no service, there's no money, there's no sex, there's no none of that. Now I think about, not everyone's sexually driven. I mean, I get that. That's why I use other examples. Because if you're friends with me for something, not other than me just being a cool, dope motherfucker, that's not platonic to me. If we're cool networking and building companies and shit like that, if I'm cool with you because you quote unquote popping on social media, you know what I'm saying? You got a large following. I'm cool with you because of that. I'm using you for that. I'm using your networking resources because you have a large following. I can't sit here and say I'll be cool with you because I can't sit here and say I'll be cool with you if you didn't have that large following. And I think that's what you got to take in consideration. Why are you actually cool with this person? Why are you in circles with this person? Because of what they can do for you, what they can provide for you. Now, I know we're not saying everything is sexually driven, but I'm saying you got to put all that shit in the same category. If I'm only cool with you and we having sex and shit like that, and that's all we doing, that's all we fucking doing. You can't turn around and diss that motherfucker and then turn around and be cool with a motherfucker just because they can help you out with your business. That's not genuine friendship. That's not a genuine relationship. That's why I say platonic friendships don't really motherfucking exist unless you grew up with a motherfucker. Unless you went to grade school. Hold on, let me see. There are friendships built through more than one characteristic. I mean, I get that. And I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm never trying to make it seem like you can't just be friends. Men and women just can't be friends. I'm not trying to make it seem like that. What I'm trying to say, what I'm truly trying to say is, in my lifetime, I've never came across any woman in my life to where it didn't go a certain way. It didn't go down, you know what I'm saying, one pathway. I honestly, we can start off cool and all that, but I'm never going to say I never reached a certain level with almost all these women that I've engaged with. And it's not my plan. I'm sitting at home with a fucking master plan to do this shit. But just as a fucking adult, like this is just my life. I can only tell my truth. Any woman that I've met at work, out and about, and we just cool and we kept it at that level, yeah. But any woman I've met at work, numbers were exchanged, conversations were had, you know what I'm saying, outside of work, came over to my place, went out to get drinks. It always goes to a certain level, a certain point. Only women in my life that I can honestly say that has my number, that, you know, we have casual conversations on a regular, and I've never even, you know, had sex with them or even got to a sexual point in life, is women I went to school with that knew me when I was kids. Any woman I met as a fucking adult, we adulting. Like, that's what we're adulting. And like I said, throwing sex out of it, when you get to networking, when you get to companies, when you get to coming together on collaborations and shit like that, you're using that person for something. I dropped her name early in the podcast, Asia, my queen. Beautiful woman. Beautiful fucking girl. Have niggas hit me up all the time asking me about her. She was on my podcast because I knew what she had to offer. What does it say? So is your wife not going to have male friends? I mean, I don't. The comment says, for everybody's listening, the comment says, so is your wife not going to have any male friends? I mean, I'm sure my wife will have male friends. But how many of those male friends my wife would have just met? How many of those male friends my wife would have just met within the last couple of months, and now they good friends? I don't know nobody that moves like that. I really don't. Now, I'm not saying you don't meet new people in life, but how many of those people you truly calling your friend? Everybody's not your fucking friend. I don't have friends, fam. Like, I don't have friends, fam. Everybody I meet, everybody I have a nice conversation with is not my fucking friend. People that if I have a wife and she has male friends, I would expect there to be a story behind that. I would expect that, oh, this is Jacob. I known him from grade school. Oh, this is Jay. We used to work with each other. You know, I would expect some shit like that. Not know, oh, this is Jacob. I just met him last week at the bar. Yeah, what? How the fuck is Jacob from the bar your fucking friend? How the fuck is Jacob that you met at the fucking red light on McDowell and Southern your fucking best friend all of a sudden? It don't work like that. It truly doesn't work like that. And I think a lot of times people just don't be keeping it real. Like I said, man, and back to Asia McQueen, I brought her on this podcast because I thought she was dope as fuck. I thought we had a lot in common. And also I had my podcasting hat on to where I said, okay, she has a decent following. I can get in on that. Like, I can get in on that. We exchanged numbers, all that. I've never hit her up again after that. Like, we're not friends. Like, we have to stop throwing that shit around. Like, I truly don't think platonic relationships truly fucking exist. I truly don't. If we're adults and we're adulting, shit's going to happen. If shit's not going to happen, then numbers aren't exchanged. We're not having conversations past 5 p.m. I'm being honest with you. That's as real as I can motherfucking be. Like, we truly have to stop acting like that shit is a real thing. Niggas ain't meeting women. Niggas ain't meeting brand new women on a regular and just making them friends. Come on, man. Ain't nobody doing that goofy ass shit. Who the fuck you think I am? You see me? You see my fucking face? Real motherfucking talk. Moving on. Man, we're an hour into this motherfucking live stream. God damn. I want to talk about how men are more sensitive than women. You know, I was watching this show on Netflix called The Ultimatum. Dope as fuck. It's a good ass motherfucking show. If anybody hasn't watched, it's on Netflix called The Ultimatum. Marry or Move On, I believe. I gotta watch the reunion tonight. But the show is basically, you know, one person in the relationship gave the other ultimatum to marry them. But throughout the process, they break up, and for 3 weeks they move in with someone totally different after, you know, a couple of days of dating for a trial marriage to see if they, you know, if they fall for that person. Then after that 3 weeks, they go back to their old partner for an additional 3 weeks to see if the person you came to this show with is the actual right person for you. And at the end, they make a decision or not, whether or not they want to marry the person they came with, be single, or marry the new person they met on the show. And watching this show, it truly confirmed a few things that I had in my mind. How men are more sensitive than women. We just are better at hiding it. Because the one way to really hurt a nigga, to hurt a man, I should say, all you gotta do is say certain things. I know a bunch of women who've been, you know what I'm saying, verbally abused, quote unquote, had a lot of niggas say some wild ass shit to them pretty much their whole life. So a lot of words really don't hurt them. It's actions that hurt them. And for the most part, when it comes to men, speaking for myself, obviously, words hurt more than actions sometimes. Like a lot of times I can get over actions, you know what I mean? For some reason, I can get over a motherfucker doing some foul shit. But it's the shit that a woman will say at times that will pierce your heart and stick with you for a long ass period of time. That's why I truly think men are more sensitive, because on this show, you had this one woman who I won't even say she was verbally abusing her man. What I will say is that she was just very blunt and direct with the shit that he wasn't doing. She was very blunt and direct with telling him how she was attracted to this other nigga on the show. And seeing his reaction, I totally understood what he was saying. Because it's like if I'm fucking with a chick, bro, and I truly devote all my time and my emotion to this woman for 2 years, and you tell me that it's another nigga that you feel is doper than me and you like this nigga more, that shit gonna hurt. I don't know if it's because I spent so much time being on my own, you know what I'm saying, doing my own thing, keeping my feelings inside, to the point where I actually meet somebody that I truly want to give all my feelings to, my emotions to, and all my time to, and I'm letting them in my circle. When they turn you down or they say some wild ass shit to hurt your feelings, that shit hurt. That shit hurt more than anything in the motherfucking world. So it always shocks me when I see that a lot of women don't truly understand that niggas be really sensitive about this shit. We just better at hiding this shit than a lot of motherfuckers. Which one? What exactly? The show? It's called which woman on the show? I'm thinking of I'm assuming you've seen the show. I'm thinking of it's either it was Ray and it was Madeline. Those two women on the show, they said a lot of shit to their significant other, and the nigga, you can see in his face that nigga was crying on the inside. That nigga was crying, and they would say something to that woman, and she would just move the fuck on and go to the other dude they was dating on the show and had a time of their motherfucking life. But it just made me harp on my personal experiences in life. Like the few times I did open up, they say Ray was foul. Ray was foul as fuck. The real one who was foul is fucking Shanique. Shanique actually fucked Zay, and that was crazy as fuck. She really fucked that nigga on the show, thinking her boyfriend was sleeping with the white girl. He truly was sleeping with the white girl. It's crazy as fuck. It's crazy as a motherfucker. But no, Madeline was a piece of shit. Madeline was a true piece of shit. She wanted to fuck around her since day fucking one. Don't make me go off on a tangent. But the few times I did open up to women and I let them in and gave them all the me type shit on my John Legend shit, and it didn't work out, that shit was stressful and hurtful as fuck. And those times interacting with those women and things were said, I truly was hurt. I'm not ashamed to admit that I was hurt off some words. I know we grew up saying sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Bullshit. Bullshit. Words hurt me like a motherfucker. If I'm really fucking with you, if I gave you all my emotions and you know the things I'm sensitive about and you use that against me, as a man, I can't get over that at times. I just can't. That's why I can easily get over actions more than I can get over words if I divulge my quote unquote weaknesses to you and you turn around and use that shit against me. You know what I'm saying? And comments say you have a heart. I have a heart. Now am I an asshole? Yes. But I have a motherfucking heart. But like I said, we have to, I think it's coming to a certain point in time to where I think women have to understand that men are more sensitive than women. It's truly what the fuck it is. That's why we react to certain things. That's why we do the things that we do. But we're just better at hiding it because that's how we're about to fuck up. You know what I'm saying? That's truly how I feel. Speaking for myself, obviously, but watching this show on Netflix called The Ultimatum, I encourage everybody to watch it. Even if you on some solo shit, just watch it. It's funny at times. It's wild at times. And it lets you know the dynamic of relationships and how they can get to point A to point B in less than 3 motherfucking weeks. But I do encourage everybody to fucking watch that show, man. Real talk. What does comment say? Let me pull this comment up right fast. We know because what to say? We know because you act a little sassy at 99.8 feet. Hey, man, relax. You act like a little sis at 99.8 feet. Relax. Relax, okay? But moving on. I want to get into a few double back topics that I had. Let me see. Let me read this comment one more time. Let me see. I gotta find a way to get this shit on this motherfucker. All right. I want to talk about some topics that I came across. I talked about them a few weeks ago on this podcast. About paying for pussy, and also about how women, or not women, but just how parents nowadays will react to their kids finding their OnlyFans and Twitter content, their sex tapes and shit like that. I want to start off with the first double back topic is paying for sex. I came across this article, and it was talking about James Harden. James Harden, point guard for the Philadelphia 76ers, money man, be with Lil Baby and shit, former MVP of the league. But the article said that James Harden was paying his ex-girlfriend $50,000 a month to stay with him. And first of all, paying a woman $50,000 to stay with you is some wild simping ass shit. But it made me think about the topic that I talked about in this podcast. I said, how much money do you truly need to have to pay for pussy? James Harden is a $200 million nigga. He's in line for another $250 million contract next summer type shit. So James Harden, got money. James Harden ain't hurting for no money. But as a man, at your pride, how can you pay a woman $50,000 a month to stay with you? How? There's something about me, fam. I like to feel dope as fuck. Knowing that a woman is fucking with you because she actually fucks with you and genuinely fucks with you, that shit makes me feel good. I've never been attracted to any woman in life who fucked with me for my job or my money because she think I got money or she think I'm balling. She see me traveling sometimes. She want to come fuck with me because of that. I've never respected any woman like that, and I never even gave them my time. I like to feel good. Make me feel like you love me for me. If I gotta pay you $50,000 a month to give me some ass and cook me eggs and bacon, it's not happening. It's not fucking happening. They say, wait, what? Yes, James Harden, if the reports is true, paid his ex-girlfriend $50,000 a month. $50K a month. He can claim hard tax dependent. Real shit. That's a tax write-off. But it makes me, I honestly want to know, like, at what point in time do you become financially comfortable to think that that's the move, that that's the way to go, to start fucking, to start fucking women and paying for their services, paying for them to be in relationships with you? At what point in time, how big do your bag gotta be to think that's okay? I don't think that I will ever be cool with that. Now, I'm not saying you can't treat your woman nice. You have to take her out, give her this bag, take her on this trip. You know what I'm saying? Make sure she got money in her pocket. But once you get to a certain point, so you writing a check damn near for $50K a month just to sleep with this woman, that's not player. That's not genuine. That's not shit. That's flat out fucking retarded. Now, in the comments, I didn't even think about it like that. You can actually write off on your motherfucking taxes at that point. But I'm never going to be comfortable with paying a woman to have sex. That's just not me. Oh, what does comment say? Let me see. I don't care. I don't care how much money I have. I'm not paying for sex. I'm indifferent. Real shit. Hey, that's real shit. It don't matter how much money I got. I will never feel comfortable paying for sex. I'm just not built like that. I've been getting pussy my whole life for free off good looks, jokes, you know what I'm saying, genuine conversation, you know what I'm saying. I've been getting good pussy like that all my life for free. I don't even think it's going to be that good if I pay for it. Ain't shit ever that good when I got to pay for it. I'm be honest with you. Them pair of shoes I see online and I want, they look dope as fuck. As soon as I pay for them and they come to my house from the mail, I don't even like them no more. I don't even like them fucking shoes no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't even fuck with that shit no more. Now, my favorite dish, You know what I'm saying? It tastes way better. Chick-fil-A tastes way better when somebody else bought it for you. But when you got to spend that $25, $50 for your damn self, lemonade be a little tart sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I never feel comfortable paying for no fucking pussy. Hold on, paying for someone's time is telling them their time is worth more than yours. And that's probably the realest shit I heard all day. That's probably the realest shit I heard all motherfucking day. Because I value my motherfucking time. I value my time. If I've never came across somebody and was like, oh, they time. It's only, we all got the same 24 hours in a day. We all got the same 24 hours in a motherfucking day. I've never came across anybody, not even just a woman. I never came across any man that's quote unquote successful, any woman that's quote unquote successful, or any woman I was sexually attracted to and thought her time was worth more than mine. No, I'm dope as fuck. I'm dope as a motherfucker. I will never think that your time is more valuable than mine. And for James Harden to be a fucking top 75 NBA player of all time, former MVP, you know what I'm saying? There shouldn't be no woman in this world whose time is more valuable than this nigga's. And he's paying $50K a month for sex? And for her to send him good morning text? Come on, man. Come on, man. That shit don't add up for me. I would never feel comfortable doing that. Just for me. I can't. And I know the niggas that help raise me, nah. Them niggas will fall out they motherfucking me seat, man. Them niggas will fall out they seat if they knew hatches are buying pussy. The niggas that help raise me, nah. Nah. My mama wouldn't even accept no shit like that, man. Real talk. It would never motherfucking happen, man. The Bucks getting slapped too, fam. Damn. What's the score, man? What's the score? What the fuck is the score? Because I right now the playoffs is a little bit wild, man. So I gotta get to tell me what the score is, because I'm gonna get into the playoff recap real fast before we wrap this podcast on up, man. Real talk. Damn, the Bucks getting slapped. Come on, Giannis. The time I start rooting for a nigga, you start fucking up, huh? I want to talk about this. You know, a few weeks ago, I talked about how parents nowadays, they think about their kids' reaction when they get older, when they come across their sex tapes, their OnlyFans, their private Twitter accounts. And really, I didn't get much traction with that. And it kind of surprised me because I think that's a very valid question, because I know 96-80, it got to be the fourth quarter. Got to be the fucking fourth quarter, 96-80. DeMar DeRozan did say he wasn't playing with them niggas no more. And I'm pretty sure him and Zach LaVine going crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I see that series going at least 6 games. I ain't gonna lie to you. I see they going 6 games. They want, if it's still one in Milwaukee, yeah, I can see that. I can see that series going to 6 games. 9 minutes left. Oh no. If it's 9 minutes left, they can still lose that game. I didn't see Milwaukee pull some shit out. They pull some shit out. They motherfucking me had before. They can still lose that game with 9 minutes left, but it's highly unlikely. They going crazy. You right. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. I done seen Milwaukee pull off some shit this year. Niggas be down by 20 with 4 minutes left. Next thing you know, Giannis hitting the game-winning free throws or some wild ass shit like that. But I came across this video of Kim K, and she was with her son, and her son came across some type of WhatsApp emoji, and he clicked on it. It was like a crying face of Kim Kardashian. When he clicked on it, it was like a secret link to her sex tape with Ray J. And her kid saw it. He showed it to Kim K, and she was crying and shit like that. Everybody, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen that clip by now. And now everybody's talking about, you know what I'm saying, that's why you shouldn't have did that shit. But it made me think, like, I just literally brought that shit like a week or two before that clip had came out. And I feel like, excuse me, and I feel like it really did hit home for a lot of women. That's a very realistic moment they will endure when they kids get older. Because I never want to make it seem like I'm knocking a woman for doing OnlyFans. I'm never knocking a woman for having those wild ass Twitter accounts. I follow them. I go on there and look at the shit. They be going crazy. I never want to knock a woman for, doing porn or shit like that. I watch the shit. But I always think like, what are they kids gonna say when they get older? Because we're in a different age, fam. Like when my mama was younger, internet and cameras and all that shit wasn't popping. That shit wasn't out. So if my mama or my aunties or my grandma or some shit was doing some wild ass shit, it's only hearsay at this point. It's on the I tell my folks the narrative and the legacy is only told by the motherfuckers that's still around. So a lot of motherfuckers that did they dirt back in the day, a lot of that shit not gonna come to light. A lot of that shit can be easily dismissed. A lot of shit cannot be believed because it's not no footage. But these kids is growing up today, fam. That's 5 years old now. 10 years from now, not even 10 years, but let's just say 10 years from now, when they 15, they gonna have easy access to watch video clippings of their mama getting doggy fucked by a long line of niggas ready to run a train on their mama. Now, at the point in time when you was doing that shit, you was thinking about the bag you was getting, the red bombs you can buy with this shit, the apartment you can get, the G-Wagon you can get, which is cool, thinking about yourself. But when you got kids from you and you building a family, or you don't have kids now, but you have a family down the line, you have to be mindful that your smut is out there and your kids will have access to that. If Kim Kardashian kids can pull up her sex tape, what the fuck is you think is gonna happen to Lil Kendra from down the block? From Lil Kayla, who be going crazy with the trains? What you think gonna happen to Bree from down the motherfucking street? Who fucking up there a new video every week with a different nigga? You think those clips not gonna get out? That shit probably on Reddit right now. And it blows my mind because I truly don't think motherfuckers is thinking about that shit. I've been in tough spots, man. Like I've been in tough spots to where I needed some quick money. Like, damn, man, rent due, car note due, car insurance due. You know what I'm saying? SRP need their money. You know what I'm saying? Cox need their money. I'm hurting. I ain't trying to sell my dick because I know what that's gonna lead to in the future. I know what that's gonna lead to in the future. I joke about the shit all the time. What was it? Screenshot? Is that screenshot, screen record, all that shit? But he said, what is Reddit? Reddit is like another app. I'm not the biggest nigga on it. I'm not the, you know what I'm saying? I don't know too much about the shit, but it's pretty much another app to where you can dive into. It's like you can go dive into a rabbit hole about anything, basically. That's basically what the fuck Reddit is. You can go down a rabbit hole on any fucking topic. It's smut on there. It's all types of smut. Like I remember it was like last year or 2 years ago. It was this page called 314 Hoes about all the St. Louis hoes, and it literally had all St. Louis hoes on there with their sex tapes getting fucked. I came across videos of chicks I actually knew personally. Like, damn, this how you giving it up? I thought you was fine as a motherfucker. This pussy whack as a motherfucker. Like, but that's what Reddit is. Like on Reddit, you can find all that shit. It's like a fucking 21 and older, no restrictions type app. Like anything is on Reddit. You can find any fucking thing on Reddit. Like if you watch like Inside the NBA, like they'll pull up some tweets sometimes, and they'll have like a r/whatever. Anytime you see a r/Twitter or r/NBA, that shit coming from Reddit. It's a very popular motherfucking thing, but like he said, I gotta see that. You really motherfucking do. It's some wild shit on Reddit. I ain't gonna lie to you. You like some Reddit shit is Reddit is better than Twitter at times. When you come in when you look for some sexy shit, you go on Reddit, you gonna find that shit. Bitches getting, it's nothing but sex tapes, nothing but wild ass conversations, all that shit. But it's literally like a rabbit hole for anything. Like you can go into a deep dive rabbit hole about anything on fucking Reddit. And a lot of times it's about sex and shit, not in our culture, not our community. But to wrap that topic up, I'm like, I just think a lot of women and a lot of men as well, but I'm talking to the women because I don't give a fuck about these niggas. A lot of women is truly just not thinking about the consequences and the long-term repercussions that comes with making these OnlyFans and making these Twitter pages, fam. Because if you go on Twitter right now, it's two sides of Twitter, man. It's two sides of Twitter, man. It's the sex Twitter, to where it's nothing but clips of shorties going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I seen a fucking video posting about this dude who was in high school. He like 16, 17 years old. And he was saying he can't even go to school because all his homeboys be driving him because they fucking sister is famous for sucking dick. And I seen it. I'm like, this old boy's sister? But that's the truth. Like, the people that you're related to, they have to live with that shit. I can only imagine if I had a sister and she had a fucking OnlyFans or a Twitter account that everybody was beating their dick to. That shit would drive me fucking crazy. So I can only imagine how these little kids gonna be in 5 to 10 years when they grow up and they come across their mama, you know what I'm saying, getting smut the fuck out. They may find me on one of those videos smutting their mama the fuck out, but hey. I just think it's wild as fuck, man, and I really hope motherfuckers start taking that shit into consideration, man. Real talk. Moving on. Let's get into some NBA shit, some real NBA shit, man. I want to get into the animal rights group versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. You know, I was sitting back watching the Minnesota versus Memphis game, and I think a lot of people don't even know what the fuck is truly going on inside the motherfucking arena, man. Real. Let me see this comment right fast before I get into this. but hey, I may be on that clip. But hey, it is what the fuck it is. But the animal rights group and the Minnesota Timberwolves, and I seen in the play-in, they had a woman come up on the court and she glued her hand to the fucking court. It didn't get much traction, but I seen it. The game two, it was a woman who chained herself to the stanchion and to the hoop in Minnesota. And a lot of people didn't see it live, but if you went on Twitter afterwards, you seen the shit making some noise. Now, honestly, I just thought it was some motherfuckers looking for attention, but it comes to find out it was an animal rights group, and they got beef with the majority owner of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Obviously, we all know the Minnesota Timberwolves, they got new ownership. They got A-Rod as a minority owner, things like that. But the thing about this shit that's really, you know what I'm saying, kind of crazy is because I understand motherfuckers trying to stand up for animal rights, but bitch, it's the playoffs. Bitch, if you're going to take that shit somewhere else, you don't take that shit to your local fucking book hosting. It's the fucking playoffs, baby. We don't give a fuck about that animal rights shit over here. We trying to see Ja do this shit. We trying to see Anthony Edwards take that motherfucker through his legs or some shit. I don't give a fuck about no animal rights during the NBA playoffs. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. But the story is, you know, the animal rights group, you know what I'm saying, Direct Action Everywhere, they tweeted that the person who chained herself to the basket was Zoe Rosenberg. There are accusations against the Timberwolves majority owner of inhumane killing of over 5.3 million chickens in a recent mass killing following an outbreak of bird flu in Taylor's Iowa's egg fucking shelter or some shit like that. Nigga got an egg cage or some shit like that and killed a whole bunch of chickens. Look, bitch. Let me stop playing. I don't want to keep calling this woman no bitch, man, but look, lady, it's the playoffs, okay? This is the playoffs. I don't give a fuck about nothing but niggas putting the ball in the basket. You know how he said he puts the lotion on his skin. He puts the ball in the basket. I don't give a fuck about no inhumane killing no chickens right now. You better eat some Wingstop and shut the fuck up. Go to your local book hosting for that shit. You're not going to get the traction you looking for doing this shit during the playoffs. When the lady chained herself up to the fucking basketball hoop, what do y'all think happened? Do y'all think the NBA made a big scene about this? No. A nigga walked clean over there, cut the fucking chain, they lifted her ass up and took her ass up out of there. They inbound the ball, next motherfucker me play. Like, no. Here comes John Morant, bitch, coming through the lane dunking on niggas. Right, put the lotion in the fucking skin. He puts the ball in the fucking basket. We don't give a fuck about no killers and no chickens right now. You got to read the room, baby. You got the Memphis Grizzlies, Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr., Dylan Brooks. You know what I'm saying? The DeAnthony Melton. Then you go over to Minnesota. You got Anthony Edwards, D'Angelo Russell, Karl Anthony Towns, Patrick Beverly. Why am I naming all these niggas? There's some chicken wing eating niggas, baby. We don't give a fuck about no kills and no chickens. We eat chicken on the reg. You trying to stop a playoff game for some killings of some chickens? Bitch, if you ain't gonna sit your motherfucking ass down, and that's what the fuck is going on. But I think it's funny that this shit is really going on during the playoffs. And it's like the NBA is doing a wonderful job, fam, of not showing this shit on TV. Because I'm literally watching these games. Like I'm watching the Memphis and Minnesota series, and not one time I see the lady who glued herself to the court. Not one time I see the lady who chained herself up to the basketball hoop. But when you go on Twitter right after the games, they have clips of this shit. And I think the NBA is doing a wild ass job of just, they made it seem like this shit is not happening at all. So the traction that these people is trying to get, the animal rights group, Direct Action Everywhere, the smoke they looking for, they not getting it. They need to do what Peter do. Take your ass to that local book hoster, whoever got a book coming out, take your ass up there and throw fake blood on them or some shit. That's what the fuck y'all need to be doing. You're not finna sway me from fucking eating no fucking chicken. You better take that shit to Wingstop. They making thigh meat now. Like, what the fuck? Take that shit to Wingstop. I don't give a fuck about the owner got going on with killing chickens. Bitch, it's the playoffs. This is the motherfucking playoffs, man. Stop the fucking bullshit. Real motherfucking talk. It's a chicken. They put a chicken emoji in this motherfucker. Real talk, man. We some chicken eating motherfuckers, man. We some chicken eating motherfuckers. What this comment say? What do you get from Chick-fil-A? I get a lot of shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I get a number 5. You know, that's spicy deluxe. I get number 5 spicy deluxe meal, lemonade, no ice, motherfucking meat, and 2 12 counts of the nuggets. You know what I'm saying? All chicken. All chicken. I don't give a fuck about this animal rights shit. The NBA ain't having that shit. Nah, real talk. NBA ain't giving a fuck about that shit. Real motherfucking talk. Let's go ahead and get to the NBA recap right fast, man, so I can go ahead and wrap this podcast on up, man. We over an hour and a half into this live stream, man. I want to thank everybody that came here and tapped in with the kid, man. I truly appreciate y'all for fucking with me. I really motherfucking do, man. I really enjoyed this episode. But I do want to get to the NBA recap. You know what I'm saying? Keep update me with that score if you can. If y'all still in this chat, update me with that score of that Milwaukee Bucks game versus Chicago. Playoffs, man. It's been really fucking good. It's been really fucking good, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been a few games where I fell asleep halfway through, but for the most part, I've seen the big games that everybody's talking about. I seen Game 1 of Brooklyn versus Boston. It went down to the wire just instead of hitting that game-winning layup shot. I seen Golden State tap that ass against Denver twice. That guy Jokic looking real fugazi. He has to be the weakest fucking MVP ever. The same way Rudy Gobert is the weakest defensive player ever. Jokic is the weakest fucking MVP ever, fam. Like, it's just a fact. He's a good player, but I've always said when you really need that nigga to get buckets, he's not gonna get buckets. He's a pass first guy in the league to where it's small ball lineups every fucking where, and it's a soft ass league. So he's gonna thrive in this shit, but he's not as dominant as motherfuckers truly think he motherfucking is. Man, he just not. But the playoffs has been fucking good. I'm not gonna lie to you. The playoffs has been really fucking good. As a part of me, hold on, make him wait for school. Yeah, real shit. Make him wait for the school, like real motherfucking talk. And all you gotta do is make Jokic just wait, you know what I'm saying, for a little bit and make him think about scoring primarily, and he gonna throw us off. He gonna take himself out the motherfucking game. That's just the motherfucking truth. But a part of me watching the NBA playoffs, man, I'm just happy the Lakers not in it. Like the Lakers season was so bad, dude, that I'm just happy them niggas not even playing. Like, I've never felt like that. I've always been sad when the Lakers season was over. I'm so happy they not playing because I'm really watching good basketball. Like, when you see Jordan Poole out there cooking niggas the fuck up, that shit bring a different type of energy. When you see Golden State doing what the fuck they doing, it's just like, damn, bro, Lakers ain't shit. They really think Lakers ain't shit. When you see motherfucking me Minnesota versus Memphis, and you see Anthony Edwards going crazy. I tell you all the time on this platform, it's only 2 niggas I want to see in person. Anthony Edwards and Ja Morant. For them to be going against each other and for that game 1 to go as it did, and to see game 2 go like it did yesterday, that series is not over by a long shot. That's going to be a good-ass motherfucking series. When you see Jimmy Butler doing what the fuck he did, going crazy against the motherfucking Hawks yesterday, when you see Jalen Brunson going crazy, Utah's in trouble. They let Jalen Brunson go for 41 points, fam. Jalen fucking Brunson. Luka not even out there, and that series is tied 1-1. They gonna have to blow that shit the fuck up, man. Donovan Mitchell, he gonna leave. He gonna leave eventually. Rudy Gobert, like I said, he's the worst defensive player of the year ever. He got like 3 of them motherfuckers. He in the running for it this year again. Nigga can't guard me on the perimeter. How the fuck is he defensive player of the year? But they in trouble. They need to blow that whole fucking team up. They need to blow that whole roster, that organization up. Get them the fuck up out of there. Them niggas is in trouble. They going back to Dallas, tied 1-1 with the fucking Mavs without Luka. You go out the Boston and Brooklyn Nets series is the one I really want to talk about because I pushed this stream back late today because I wanted to watch that game. I thought I had to watch that fucking game because the Brooklyn Nets, man, they got 2 niggas on their team who, for the majority of their career, ain't did shit. Like, yeah, Kevin Durant's a great scorer. An efficient 30 does not win a championship. Case in point, Oklahoma City. Case in point, Brooklyn. If you take away him going to Golden State, the proof is in the pudding. An efficient 30 points does not win a championship. Niggas think I hate Kevin Durant. All right, that's true. I don't like KD. I don't like KD as a person. It's not. Do I think he's a great player? Yes. But as a person, I don't like niggas like KD. I just don't fuck with his kind. I know a nigga like him in person who I grew up with. That's my nigga, but yeah, I mean, I got him like this with a stiff form. I don't really fuck with him like that. And Kyrie Irving is Kyrie Irving. Do I think Kyrie Irving is a good basketball player? Yes. Do I think he's the most skilled basketball player of all time? No, I don't. Just because he can dribble? No, I don't. His layup package is crazy. Just because he can dribble, he can make nice layups. I don't think he's the most skilled player ever. But he's fucking good. But what is Kyrie Irving without LeBron James? What has his career been without LeBron James? Nothing. When I look at Kevin Durant, that nigga blew a 3-1 lead and then went and joined a team that beat him. So I'm not surprised by them niggas losing like that. When I think about the Brooklyn Nets, it's the narrative, and it's always fascinating how the narratives change about people because let people tell it Kevin Durant's the best player in the world, right? I never thought he was the best player ever. He's never been better than LeBron James to me, and he's clearly not better than Giannis right now. And shit, to be honest with you, the way Jason Tatum looking, he's not better than Jason Tatum in this series. Jason Tatum is the best player in that damn series. He D'ing Kevin Durant ass the fuck up. He didn't block that nigga jump shot at least 4 times. At least 4 times. But when I see it, when I see this series play out, and I get on Twitter, there's a lot of people saying they never seen Kevin Durant look like this before. Bullshit. Last time Kevin Durant looked this motherfucking flustered, he went and joined Golden State. I wouldn't be surprised if Kevin Durant went to Boston after this. I wouldn't be surprised. He's shown us he will do that. The last time you seen Kevin Durant get D'd up like this, last time you seen Kevin Durant lose like this, miss shots like that, he left the team and went and joined a team that beat him. He gonna claim he loved the way they play basketball type shit. And I always think about this quote that it was this video that came out during the Olympics. It was Kevin Durant, Patty Mills, Ime Udoka. It was after they won their medals and shit like that. And they was in this little video. And Ime Udoka told Kevin Durant, we know how to guard you. We know how to guard y'all. We're going to shut Patty Mills' ass down. Ime Udoka said that to that nigga after the Olympics. The reason why I bring it up is because if you watching the Brooklyn Nets versus Boston Celtics, you've never seen anybody come up with a defensive strategy like this against Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is getting D'd up by Al Horford, Grant Williams, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, hell, even Marcus Smart at times. Tice. It's so many bodies being thrown at Kevin Durant. I can't do nothing but think about that clip when Ime Udoka told that nigga to his face, we got something for you. And Kevin Durant tried to laugh him off like, well, I'm going to bust y'all ass. You not busting their ass, brother. Everybody talking about Kevin Durant being sped up. Kendrick Perkins went on TV and said they was punking KD. They punking Kevin Durant ass right now. They are punking Kevin Durant right now. Any nigga that's out there dribbling that half court, start rolling that bitch off his foot, he's scared. He don't want that smoke. There's nothing from Kevin Durant in these first two games that lets me think he want that smoke. There's nothing he's shown me that say he want that smoke. Now, do I think he'll come back and have a 30-point game eventually or a 40-point game even? Maybe. But the way this shit looking, I don't think so. I don't think he can fuck with Jason Tatum right now. I don't think he can fuck with Jaylen Brown right now. Because when the rubber meet the road and shit was getting tough in this game too that went up earlier today, Jaylen Brown was going crazy. He was going fucking crazy. Going all in his bag, going to the hoop, laying up on them niggas. And then you got Jason Tatum to end that shit the fuck off. They look like they got the best two players in the motherfucking series right now. Because Kyrie Irving was a no-show today. He was a fucking no-show today. He did all that flicking the crowd off shit, which I had no problem with because I always said if I was in the league, that's what the fuck I'd be doing. I'd do a crazy-ass dunk, start flicking all the fucking racist fans off. So I had no problem with Kyrie Irving doing that. But I didn't expect Kyrie Irving to keep doing that shit every game, start going for 39 and shit like that. No, they got Marcus Smart over there for a reason. He didn't even guard the nigga that much in the first game. So I wasn't surprised today that Kyrie Irving was a no-show in the fourth quarter. Kyrie Irving was basically a no-show the whole game. Nigga, he was like 4 for 16 or some shit. 4 for 2. Nigga ain't shoot good. He ain't shoot good at all. They both didn't. But I think they only made like 8 total shots between the two of them. So when I'm watching this series play out, I gotta roll with Boston. They was the favorites to me coming into the series, but they may beat these niggas in 5 games. They may gentlemen sweep these niggas in 5 games. Think about that. Think about that shit. If Brooklyn gets gentlemen swept in 5 games, that Kevin Durant shit is over. That Kevin Durant shit is over. It's the 3rd year them niggas done been in Brooklyn. Ain't come close to a winning championship. Niggas talk all that shit about LeBron and AD as long as they want. We got our championship. When you motherfuckers bring up the Clippers talking about Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, them niggas ain't won shit. And them niggas be just as hurt as fucking LeBron and AD, if not more. So niggas be talking all that shit, but Lakers got they chip. If Brooklyn get gentlemen swept, fam, or even losing the first round, which they very most likely will, but they get gentlemen swept, I never want to hear anything about Kevin Durant being the best at shit. At shit. I never had him over Steph Curry because Steph Curry came and took that nigga shine. When it was supposed to be him versus LeBron James and he ended up breaking his foot in OKC and all that good shit, Steph Curry came on the scene and took Kevin Durant's shine. That's why Kevin Durant went to Golden State. Steph Curry came to this motherfucker, won 3 rings, 2 MVPs, 1 unanimous, and look like he finna win another ring this year because Devin Booker just went down. The Golden State look like they finna win another fucking chip while Kevin Durant, who left them to go play with Kyrie fucking Irving. I said that was a dumbass decision. He left Golden State to go play with Kyrie Irving and let they finna lose in the first fucking round. Let that shit sink in. If I'm LeBron fan, I'm just sitting back, sipping my Lobos, laughing at these niggas, man. Real motherfucking talk. Because at this point in time, any nigga that ever said KD was battling LeBron, you look foolish as fuck. Let Grant Williams and Al Horford switch on LeBron James. What the fuck you think finna happen? Bow by to the hoop and 1 layup. Kevin Durant can't do that shit. You think finna put Marcus Smart on LeBron James? They finna put Jaylen Brown on LeBron James? Come on, man. Let's be honest with you. 37 years old, 19 years in the league, all that shit. You think finna put Grant Williams on LeBron James? Come on, man. Stop the bullshit. Stop the bullshit, man. But like I touched on it, you know, Phoenix, that series is tied 1-1 with New Orleans. B.I. looking crazy right now. The flashes that motherfucker seen with the Lakers, real Laker fans know this shit not surprising us. We seen this shit coming. We didn't want to trade B.I., but we traded him for Anthony Davis. Yeah, I mean, look, we got a ring out the shit. You know what I'm saying? We got a ring out the shit. And also with that trade, it always makes us one piece away from winning a championship because we got Anthony Davis and LeBron James. So I'm not really mad at that. I am happy to see B.I. doing his motherfucking thing. But it's been a great motherfucking series between those two teams. I think that will go at least 6 games just because Devin Booker has gone down. They did announce earlier today that he will miss 3 to 4 games 3 and 4 out there in New Orleans. pivotal game because Brandon Ingram looking good as fuck. You know what I'm saying? CJ McCollum, he can hit some timely shots. You know what I'm saying, and help reel the team a few wins because they got a deep, active young team, and without Devin Booker, it makes the Suns look a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, susceptible to lose just because Chris Paul, you can't put that much on Chris Paul, fam. You're going to burn him the fuck out. He's going to get hurt. That's just the story of his life. I told y'all basketball guys don't like ugly. Chris Paul is a dirty motherfucker. So I'm never surprised when shit go bad for him in the playoffs. He's a dirty motherfucker, fam. What else is out there? What other series is out there that's worth talking about? Milwaukee and the Bulls. I think somebody told me the Bulls was blowing them niggas out. Hopefully, I can. If the Bulls pull this out, that'll be 1-1. Hopefully, get a nice little series out of that. Obviously, we all got Milwaukee coming out of that series. Philly is blowing Toronto out the fucking water. They're gonna be in trouble next round though because James Harden don't look good, but Toronto just don't have enough star power or enough bodies at this point. They're getting hurt like a motherfucker. So I am interested to see Philly in the second round because James Harden has to produce. He has to play much better. I'm not putting all my money on Tyrese Maxey and Tobias Harris. I'm not. James Harden, they brought you there for a reason. He has to produce in the second round, man. He really motherfucking does. What else, man? I think that's it, bro. That's all the series we talk about. Golden State, Brooklyn, Milwaukee. Yeah, man, fuck all them other niggas, bro. To be honest with you. And New Orleans. We talk about the teams that's really matter the most. Minnesota, of course, and all that shit. You can see Game 3 back in Minnesota. But that's all I got, man. That's all we got on the motherfucking docket, man. Let me just make sure we in this motherfucker. That's all we got. We talked about animal rights, double back, man, I'm more sensitive, keeping it real for pussy, hating, having no haters, taking a stand, catching common cold, those stink ass pussy, jailbirds and goofballs. We talked about all that shit, man. Let me take this off the screen right fast. We're finna wrap this podcast up. And before I do, once again, man, I want to say thank you to everybody that tapped in, joined the conversation. Man. We over an hour and 45 minutes into this episode. Long ass episode. I ain't dropped another episode this long in a little minute. Just because we had people in this month who was engaged, had the comments going crazy. I want to say thank y'all, man. Honestly, I want to say thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. Y'all been sticking with the kids since day motherfucking one. I do know this whole live stream shit is very new on this platform. Everybody don't really know about it. My promotion skills actually fucking suck. I don't even think I put a fucking posting out about it today. So I'm happy that the people who did tap in with me, I'm actually happy about that shit because it just came out of nowhere. It was a lot later than usual. So I want to say thank you again to everybody that tapped in and joined this month for me live stream, man. I truly appreciate it. And I want to say shout out to everybody around the world that's tapped in and joined these conversations, man. My first time listeners, my last time listeners. If you watch us on YouTube at the OG Hash TV YouTube channel, what up? Visuals do come out every fucking Friday. The audio will be out every Thursday at 4 a.m. And this audio will be out Thursday at 4 a.m. I want to say shout out to everybody around that's tapped in, all the countries around the motherfucking world, man. Let's keep this empire brick by motherfucking brick. And shit, you know I give it up on this side, man. It's all love these ways. Never let them sidetrack you with the bullshit. Always keep the main thing the main motherfucking thing. Stay safe, stay sharp, stay sane, and holla at y'all next week, man. Oh, shit. Before I get up out of here, next week, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, if everything goes well, I do have a special guest coming on next fucking week. We're recording an episode this weekend with the beautiful Lauren Denise, the number one grief podcast in the game right now. This Too Shall Suck podcast and bring it onto the bumping platform. We got that set for this weekend. So anybody that's tapped into this podcast who is dealing with any type of grief problems, anything they have, you know, that they're struggling with in life, I do have the number one grief podcast host coming onto the platform next fucking week. So make sure y'all tap in and join that conversation, man. I will be dropping little clips and things like that for you guys that can get into with that conversation. But like I said, man, it's all love these ways. Never let them sidetrack with the bullshit. Stay safe, stay sharp, stay sane. And holla at y'all next week, man. I'm out this motherfucker. Peace. Fuck. Man. Great motherfucking episode, man. Great ass episode, man. Real motherfucking talk. But I can't believe that bitch was doing all that show for some chickens. Bitch. Take that shit to Wingstop, baby. It's the playoffs. We trying to see Ja. Give a fuck about no killers, no chickens, bitch.